Wow, thanks a heap for that, guys, especially the art. What will you do? Thanks to Bex and Shauna for the birthday wishes, but I've got to tell you some stuff. What follows is the story of Jake. On the 23rd of February, 1989, a babe was born. This babe was given the name Jake Arundel, and he was destined for awesome. However, 20 years later, having recently had a very nasty breakup with his girlfriend of 3 years, Jake did not feel up to turning 20. So, he decided to take a rain check. And thus, in this very year, exactly 6 months later in August, I decided I was finally ready to be 20. So there you have it. Yeah, Sunday wasn't really my birthday, but it's still the day I decided to turn 20. Until then, I'd been calling myself 19 and 17 months. Thanks again. So now that we've got the boring honesty out of the way, let's move on to happy matters. Nick's back. So that means that Collaboration Tuesday officially lasted 1 week. However, we'll shelve the idea because it seemed to get a great deal of approval. Moving on to more important matters of housekeeping, it's time to sort out the punishment problem. A few of us, myself included, have accrued punishments, which we are yet to fulfill. So, this is the solution to our problems. As I hope you know, this is a dice. It has 6 sides and is used to generate random numbers, between 1 and 6. There is also 6 of us, so I propose that we each choose a number and a punishment. Whenever one of us needs to do a punishment, we simply roll the dice, and whichever number comes up, we do the corresponding punishment. My number and punishment will be 6. Do a video in the style that you're not used to, such as musical, or with jump cuts, or one take, however is unusual for your videos. For the final piece of housekeeping, the secret word is back. Check the forums. Now that that's all sorted, let's get some vlogging done. Bex, 2 weeks ago you asked about sandwiches, and I kind of forgot to do it in my video. So, here you are. My third favourite type of sandwich is that which I make regularly. Toasted sandwiches with ham, tomato and lettuce. Nothing fancy, but very filling. Number 2 has to be hamburgers with the lot, which includes pineapple, but without egg, so not really the lot when you come to think about it. And number 1, kebabs. I love them. Shauna, you brought to my attention a very worrying point. The pronunciation of the word "ar." "Ar" is the most useful word in a pirate's vocabulary. It can be used to mean almost anything, and can be spelt with either an A or a Y. But a G, with or without a H, should never be found in the word "ar." If you put them on the end, it simply sounds like you're throwing up. And there you have it, a word from the master. And finally, the most exciting thing to happen in my life lately is I finished reading Flint and Silver. For those of you who haven't, read Treasure Island, and then read this. There's a thoroughly enjoyable historical romp. John Drake brilliantly sets the scenes for Robert Louis Stevenson's classic Treasure Island. The characters are wonderful, the setting is brilliant, it's a little slow to start, but other than that, highly amazing and greatly recommended. I give it a +7 on the Jake scale. So, in closing, Shauna, best of luck with the Thunderbolts, brilliant name by the way, and, as always everyone, DFTBA.